Ryan, is this a week where coach doesn't really have to give too many motivational speeches and stand up on the soapbox and get you guys fired up?
Not at all. It's Florida State week. Obviously, guys are excited. We've been waiting for this a long time, and I think that, this is what you come to Miami for. Obviously, I'm from Tallahassee, so you don't have to give me a pep talk or anything. I'm going to be excited when it comes Saturday night.
When you were growing up, were you an FSU fan?
Most definitely. I think when anytime you're born in Leon County, Tallahassee, Florida, you believe going and go for a certain amount of time. But obviously going into my senior year of high school, I realized that Florida State was not a school for me. I was a fan, but it's not a school that I really wanted to go to as a player.
How would you describe the relationship between the fans of these two teams? It's kind of different, isn't it?
Either you're garnet and gold or you're orange and green. I'm sure we hate each other. I think when Florida State plays in Tallahassee, I think the Leon County Jail has one of the highest rates of incoming inmates that night, and I'm sure you guys can speculate why.
Growing up as a kid as a Florida State fan, what's a great memory of a Florida State win against Miami, and what kind of really devastated you?
I was at that game. I don't know the year, but it was in Roscoe Parish. Had to go to the hospital. It was pouring rain, and it was a tough thing but that was one of the main things that I saw that in the Miami defense. I saw a bunch of guys running around. They had character. They were celebrating, and I saw myself in that light. And I always imagined myself being a Miami player in my last few years of high school, and that's what really boosted my decision, my change to come to the University of Miami as opposed to Florida State.
How would you characterize the last few games? Very high scoring, crazy, wild.
Nerve-wracking. Obviously, if we had it our way as players, we wouldn't want it to be that. Of course, we want blowouts, we want shutouts, but you got to be more realistically about the games and the rivalry of FSU Miami. A lot of these guys we played with in high school. A lot of these guys we know personally. Some of us are even related. But they play hard. Regardless of the record, this is going to be a close game. Guys, they fight harder when they play Miami, and that's just as well as we do when we play Florida State.
Ryan, is this a week when you put on the film, it's almost like a mirror image with athleticism, talent, speed, all that stuff?
Oh, most definitely. Me and Vaughn Telemack watched film yesterday, and the first thing we noticed is the speed of their receivers. And these guys are obviously going to be a lot quicker than anybody we probably face this year. And they're talented just like we are. They're the cream of the crop. They come from the state of Florida, most of them. And, they're all around good players. And we got to play sound, and we got to play up to our expectations and, do what we do in Miami football.
Ryan, did you ever envision a day when Bobby Bowden would be walking the sidelines?
I thought I was going to die before him at Florida State. Bobby Bowden, this guy has a stained glass picture of him and image in the stadium. There's a statue. He's Tallahassee. When you think of Tallahassee, you probably think about Bowden for a quick second, but he's gone now. I think Coach Fisher's doing a great job at Florida State, and I give him all the praise. I'm sure he's going to have his team ready Saturday night.
How important will it be to continue forcing the turnovers that all of a sudden are coming in big bundles?
Like I said, each week, that's something we practice every day. Stripping the ball, intercepting the ball, recovering fumbles. And as much as you practice it, the coaches keep telling us that it'll come. And obviously we had 6 turnovers, I believe, in the last game. And that's something that we want to get every week. Will it happen? It may not, but we keep practicing and we keep executing as the coaches want us to do, and I think it'll be fine coming through the season.
And the other thing is I noticed a lot of different guys are taking part in the turnovers. It's
right.
Not just a couple guys,
Well, when you have so many athletes, especially on our defense, you got guys who, first team, second team, third team, guys are rolling in and out. D-line, secondary, linebackers, guys coming in and they're filling the shoes. When your number's called, you got to be ready. And the guys' numbers are definitely being called, and I think they're doing a good job of being ready.